Because without showing who you've worked with, how big your audience is, or the lifestyle you live, you won't be taken seriously. My name is Forkin. I'm a 24-year-old editor and producer who's worked with some of your favorite brands, and this is my Monday check-in series where I keep track of how my life, job, channel, and business are going, what's working, what's not, the things that happen to me, and the numbers behind it all. Today is October 7th, and the main thing I'm thinking about is, if you went to high school or college any time in the past decade, you've probably heard this song.
No flex zone. No flex zone.
No Flex Zone came out in 2014 and is not good. But it gets stuck in your head to the point where you find yourself singing it while doing dishes or laundry. The concept is simple. You can't flex around these guys. You can't brag around these guys. They have a better life than you. At least that's what they're telling you. When we think flexing, we think of rappers like Ray Shremmerd walking in wearing more jewelry than we've ever seen in our lives. Or flexing literally is like a muscular person, not me, flexing their arms, their big muscles. It's people showing off their accomplishments. They're bragging. But something I've recently picked up on with myself and other creators and entrepreneurs is that we don't flex enough. The internet is the opposite of a no flex zone. It's a go flex zone. Because without showing who you've worked with, how big your audience is, or the lifestyle you live, you won't be taken seriously. Not only that, but flexing is one of the best hooks you could possibly write for your content. I did it at the beginning of this video. And as I was thinking of this week's idea, I found these 4 Twitter bios that do exactly that. They flex. Josh Spector sends his newsletter to 35,000 subscribers. James Clear is the author of the #1 New York Times bestseller, and over 3 million people read his newsletter. My guy George has edited videos for Disney, Meta, and the NFL. Big names. And Clifton is a founder who has over 300 clients served. These are all things that are worth flexing, and each of us, me, you, anyone, has something that's worth flexing. Something's got to be coming to your mind right now. And if it's not, if you feel like you don't have a big audience or you haven't worked with a cool client, let your obsession or your curiosity be the flex. Instead of founder, you could put, I'm growing my company to $15,000 a month, whatever your number is. That doesn't mean it's at $15,000 a month. It means that's your goal. Instead of copywriter, you could put over 200,000 words written in 2024. That shows that you're serious about this. Instead of YouTuber with 78 subscribers, you could put documenting my journey to blow up on YouTube. Instead of author, you could put discovering the inner workings of the secret societies of amphibians. I'm kidding, but you get the point. As creative people, we tend to undermine our own accomplishments. We do awesome things and we just let them go. And I know that I'm someone who does this. I forget about all of the great things that I've done. And it's the dumbest thing ever because these accomplishments, these things that we can flex, are usually the things that get us in the door. If I tell someone I edit videos, they'll say, that's cool. But if I tell them I'm a full-time video editor who's worked with clients like Adobe, the Detroit Pistons, and Logic, their eyes perk up. If I tell people I make YouTube videos, they'll say, all right, cool. But if I tell them I've brought in over 3.5 million views across different channels, they start to look at me differently. They start asking questions. Their kid wants to be a YouTuber. Can I help them? This proof will save you on product launches, sales calls, when you write your social media content, and honestly, first dates probably. Let me be clear. Without doing any of this, you already were someone that's worth taking seriously. But reminding other people how awesome you are is just part of playing the online game. These flexes are uniquely yours. Nobody can take them away from you. You just have to do cool shit on the internet. And that's actually the main point that I want to make here. You should seek out every possible opportunity to add another flex to your repertoire. A new big client that most people will recognize. A YouTube video that pops off to a huge number of views. A product launch that goes way better than you expected. Seek out these awesome, positive stories to tell because these are your currency. I can't tell you how many times I've dined off the line. Adobe paid me $5,000 for 6 seconds of video, which in 11 words, I just told you I landed a massive client, I got paid $5,000, and it wasn't that much work. Take every opportunity to flex. It's your golden ticket towards people taking you seriously. And now, as I say this, you'll be online and you'll see just how often everyone else is flexing too. That's what I'm thinking about this week. Let me know what you're thinking about this week, and let's get to the good stuff. This is the part of the Monday check-in where I update you guys on all the good and exciting things happening around me and my business. The first thing is that I'm definitely getting better at identifying how my previous videos could be better. 2 of my last 3 videos popped up over 500 views, but last Friday's video isn't there yet. It's not really gonna hit the same mark. I know why though. I messed up the hook of the video and I just changed the title today, so let's see if that helps. I also recorded the entire video in one shot as opposed to changing locations, or it's really just all one jumbled section, as opposed to something like this which is more formatted. I should have structured it around on the 4 different points that I made. And I could have added more like separation in the video between sections. Remember, these are good things because I can identify them and I can make them better for the next time. A good part about this video is that I recorded it all in one shot with no script other than maybe the first minute I had written down. I'm not sure what changed in me, but I feel like I can riff now. But again, I need to riff around some structure so the video makes more sense and is easier to watch. Another thing is that I started working for a new client, actually a friend who I've admired for pretty much my entire creator journey. He posted the first video already. It was 100 minutes of footage chopped down to the best 59-second hero video. I've got more to come there. Love working on those kinds of projects. And lastly, I hosted my friends over for a boys' night on Friday night, and it was great. But now, here's what's got me down. This is the part of the Monday check-in when I talk openly about the things I'm struggling with in regards to my content, mindset, or business. First one is that my screen time went all the way back up, and I don't have social media on my phone. Honestly, I don't know if having no social media on my phone is a solution. If I'm being honest, it's been more of an inconvenience than a blessing. It's kind of hard to say this to myself, but the work has to be done internally. More discipline, more structure, and intentional effort to do these things that will make me better as opposed to trying to take things away to make it happen. No shortcuts. We don't take shortcuts here. 2 other small things that got me down. My Tigers got rocked 7-0 by the Guardians, and they'll probably have already played game 2 by the time you see this. And I played basketball on Sunday and shot terribly. I was probably 4 for 24 from 3. Bad misses too, like side of the backboard, air balls, just ugly stuff. It's a wake-up call. I gotta like hoop more often. Now let's check on this week's running numbers. Every week, I take stock of multiple different numbers in my life and track them here, along with whether they go up or down. Income and business revenue both only up a little bit as I start this project. Subscribers went up 25. That's a big jump. Same thing with my views and watch hours. Like I said, I had 2 videos pop up over 500 views, so we're seeing some momentum here. Newsletter subscribers and open rate are both up as well. And in fantasy football, I'm 9-10 across 4 leagues. I have 1 matchup undecided. I think it's like 47% win chance. That's before Monday Night Football tonight. That's it. Thank you for being here for another Monday check-in. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.